All right. Well, now hopefully the title is correct on this because I had a little snafu there when I was getting the stream started. All right, let me see if I can get oriented here, and then we're going to get to work, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow the phone over again. We'll put her right there. All righty. So you can see the size of this piece of wood. It's about up it's up to my chest, to the bottom of my nipples there. Let the room fill up. I'm sure there's probably 2-3 million people that are going to be signing on, but I'm not going to be talking a lot now. I'm just going to be doing some work and let y'all see what I'm doing with this piece of wood. We're going to take a slice off of this puppy here. Let me actually measure this one, make sure it's 16 inches, by the way, now. Hello now. If anybody's out there, let me know what the name of this thing. I hit go live and it didn't. The orientation was messed up on my stream. So hello now. Okay. Well, I'm sure the super chats are going to be coming in any moment. So I'm going to get going now. the old chain's going right through that piece of crap. Well, now, how's the audio on this piece of crap? Let me undo this audio. I forgot about this microphone problem. What happens here? I forgot to undo my microphone. Give that a try. Well, I have no idea what's going on with the audio. Let me put this away here. Well, since I'm not getting any feedback, let me try to load it on this other phone. See what's going on here. I forgot all about that damn audio problem. Let me see. Well, this is Alright, here we go. Let me see. Alright. What in the hell? Alright, apparently I got the audio fixed on this thing. Alright, we're in business here. Sorry about that. I forgot all about the problems with that wireless audio. It doesn't work in this field I'm running in, so let me get back to cutting on this wood. I have no idea what was going on with the audio. Hopefully we're good to go now. Let me get going on this wood. And I took my gloves off here. There's a big pile of leaves under this wood, so it's not ideal. I don't know how I'm going to get down there to it. Let's just set this thing down. If I can get this on here. All right, timber, here we go. There she blows. So that's a 48-inch can hook. It's about 48 inches. I think that's 48 inches. All right, now I did just let that, I don't know if you can hear me worth a damn. I just let it fall on the ground. I'm gonna bust it up with the axe is what I'm gonna do. It's really hard for you guys to see that. It's hard for me to. Let's see what we can do. There we go. All right, let's see if I can't break some of this up now. Shit. It's hitting my truck. scrap wood. I could do the whole thing by hand now, but I mean, you saw how I was splitting it. I'm just going to go ahead and rip it up one time now. Now I could use my ear protection, but I'm not feeling like a sissy right now. It's right over there. I just needed to make one cut. Well, there's more where that came from. There's actually several more. Another large piece there, and another piece right there. Oh man, they brought in some walnut wood. I'll keep this stream going here for just a minute. I might even run the splitter and let the stream run for a while. Just do a little live stream. And I haven't been live for a while. I'm over here working on this gigantic stuff, and I'm also working on pin oak, because now's the time of year to cut oak wood. That pin oak, there's some beautiful pin oak wood out here, and holy crap, look at this beautiful walnut wood. Look at this behind me. You see all this walnut? That's all walnut wood. Just nice, easy cutting. I got so much work, I can't keep up with it all. I want it all, and I mean, it takes hours to get out here and do one of these logs. And like I was saying, it's the time of year to do oak. And you see that big piece of wood, those two, that's pin oak. And those are both just gorgeous pieces of wood. And you know, it's like I said, now I want to cut oak now and get the oak drying and like oak until May, into May, and then get into this walnut. I mean, look at this walnut. It's hard to stream backwards, but this is like the bark's falling off of that. This is just dry walnut. That's going to be ready to burn real soon. So, holy smokes. See, look at that piece of walnut right here. See this? That is just dry walnut. Ready to burn. So, there's so much work to do. I'm not real sure when I'm going to get to this, but they made a little dump here of some nice wood. 2 little dumps. You see all of it. All right. Well, so there's that to do. I want to sort through all of that. I mean, there is some trash, but whatever. I can pull that wood out of there. Wood. And like I said, they're going to come in here soon one day and take a bulldozer and just shove all this crap, all this junk behind me is going to get just pushed back. So, I mean, I hate to let that go to waste. I want that wood, and I don't know when. I'm going to have to come get it immediately. And like I said, I want to be cutting pin oak. Look at these pin oak logs. I wanted to work on those too. That's that's like a full day's work right there to buck that all up and noodle it down and split it and stack it. And so there's all that. And it just goes on and on. There's oak over there. It feels weird. I'm pointing. The camera's not the same as where I'm pointing. That's oak. So, don't know when I'll get around to doing that, but I want that wood. I'm gonna have to come back immediately and get that wood if I want it. There's a bunch of good walnuts sitting right there. So I can put it on the splitter and run for a minute. I've only been on 27 minutes, but there's so much work to be done out here. I don't know when I'm going to get around to that. The wind is blowing hard today. It blew my tripod over twice right on the input jack of my brand new iPhone. I had a microphone plug in. It smashed the cord on that. So that's a disgusting feeling, but it's got mud all over it now. So I guess I could run the splitter for a minute. It might get a little bit loud, but I kind of hate to do that because it's just kind of loud. But I could do that and finish off my truckload and just for a few minutes do some splitting. we'll keep the live stream going. Here, we'll just put her right there, do a little split, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow my phone over. And I'm sure there's super chats coming in and all kinds of stuff going on out there. I lost my hat the other day. Ooh, my hair's looking really nice. Ooh-wee. I gave myself a haircut, and it's not really doing what I want it to do right now. I did lose my hat the other day. If anybody sees a black hat out there in the world, it's mine. Just contact me via email, and you can send that back to me. I'm going to split some of this wood. All right, cover your hair and your eyes. anything, so this cottonwood is no problem for me. We might go buck up some walnut when we're done, just for some fun here. Okay, now I did a video and I was talking, I was saying I didn't think there was any ants in this wood. I'm not an anthropologist, but I don't know what the hell those are. Where's the damn camera? You ever seen anything like that? If you know what those are, put it in the comments. What in the hell are those? Little orange bugs. So there might be a few bugs living in there. I'm not real sure what that is. Okay, now I got that piece of crap pretty well bucked up there and split up. I got a nice load of wood. That's some good burning pin oak and some cottonwood. It's some really good wood and some really shitty wood. So that'll be a nice little mix for somebody. Somebody will enjoy the hell out of that one day, this next winter coming up, this fall. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buck up some of that walnut. There's something else over here. I sound really weird talking with earmuffs on. Let me take these earmuffs off for a minute. And ooh, that's better. Let my ears breathe a little bit there. There's some more wood. I'm not sure what this piece of crap is, but they also brought this piece of crap here in. That looks like some maple. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. That might be pecan. No. I'm not real sure what that is behind me here. It's got some flaky bark. It's probably maple. It's hard to see. This camera is weird. I'm not real sure. That looks like maple to me, though. Yeah, I think that's maple. That's maple. It could. Shit, I don't know. It might be. That doesn't look like oak bark to me. It's kind of flaky, but oak does get that look sometimes. Let me look at the end grain and see if there's any. No, it looks like maple. There's no medullary rays in it. I don't see any medullary. That sure does look like maple, but you think, oh shit, you think I'm being stupid, but look at this pile of wood, and then there's oak leaves in there. I got too much stuff in my hands. I can't see what I'm doing. There's no medullary rays. I got stuff all over the place. But if you look in this pile of wood, you got oak leaves for sure. I mean, that's a oak leaf, and it looks like probably pin oak. The way that the pin oak has the real deep cuts in it like this. It's got like the thin, it's hard to hold that. The middle here is a thinner with a real deep cuts. It's kind of a narrow. That's a pin oak leaf. Where a red oak leaf, it's got a wider footprint. It's a wider leaf. Sun's over here. That sure does look like pin oak to me. The red oak's got a wider footprint. It doesn't have those deep cuts in it. So I mean, it sure does look like maple, and there's no medullary rays. It might be a little mix of a couple things. There might be a big maple log and some oak junk over here. This is all good dry burning wood. Oh, look at that piece of crap. I got all kinds of wood. See, this is wood that I could be burning. We're getting ready to be in springtime, so it's not a big deal. The orders are slowing down, but that's some good dry burning wood right in here. I don't know if you can even see that. It's hard to use this camera in reverse. Let me turn it around. So I know the audio is not going to be good. I'm on the back side of the phone now, but that's just some dry crap right there. Like I said, it's a tangled up mess with oak leaves. You got oak leaves, and then that looks like maple to me right behind it. So it might be a little mix of both types of wood in there is what it looks like to me. I'm not going to keep investigating. If I cut that open and smelled it, I could tell for sure. But the end grain, like I said, it does look like maple. There's no medullary rays in this bigger piece of wood. It's just got a look of it of being maple to me. So, anyways, the tree service does that. They'll go out and cut up a bunch of trees in somebody's yard and just bring a bunch of wood. It could be a little bit of everything. I'm gonna buck up some of this walnut. and try to set it aside somewhere. I don't know where I can put it where they won't get to it. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do with this wood. They're gonna move all this crap all around me. See all this junk? They're gonna move all this crap soon, and I gotta get this out of the way or they're gonna throw it away. And there's nowhere close by to put it. I mean, you can see over there behind those large pin oak logs, there's wood chips. Oh man, this is just kind of a random mess I'm going through here. Well, well, well. Maybe I should just go ahead and sign off of the live. I don't know if you want to watch me. I got something in my eye. I don't know if you want to watch me buck up a bunch of walnut wood there. But I'm thinking about doing that while I'm here. Not real sure. And there's a piece of cherry over here too. Let me show you this. This is a piece, I think it's still here, yeah. There's a piece of cherry. I was walking right by it. It's hard to identify wood when the bark's all falling off of it and it's all faded out in the sun. But let me turn the phone around. The audio's not going to be great. That is cherry right here. And it's just laying in the middle of an ash log. It's probably ash or poplar. I think that's ash. And then you got a piece of cherry right behind it, out of nowhere. That's cherry. So I want to get that out of here. And then on the other side of it is more ash. So there's that, a nice little piece of cherry there. I'd like to get that cherry out of here. I'm gonna do it one day. There's so much work to be done. There's so much wood. I just need to get making it. And I got a little area over here behind me, if you can see. You see where these pallets are? I got a little stack of wood. So I could buck that cherry up and throw it right over there and just get it up off the ground and get it drying one day. So this is more of my wood. Right over here in this area now. So that's we got walnut wood and maple hair drying up off the ground. A little bit of wood. So that's something else I gotta do. I gotta get that the hell out of here one day, or I gotta get organized and get all these pallets spread out and get it all stacked up and organized one day. I don't know when I'll get around to that, but it's sitting there waiting to be dealt with. I also like this pecan wood here. These are that's a big old piece of pecan right there, and that is some heavy freaking wood. Real stringy wood. When you split it, smells like if you've ever stepped on a green walnut or broke it open and it has that real fresh walnut type of smell. It's a weird minty citrusy type of walnut. That's what that smells like when you cut it open. It smells like walnuts. And it is some heavy stringy wood. And looks like it might have some dead poison ivy vines on it. I'm not sure if that's poison ivy or Virginia creeper. I'm not going to get in and do the etymology on that right now. I don't really give a crap. It's dead. So that's something else I want to mess with one day. And I think entomologists deal with insects, by the way, there, I'm pretty sure. Not positive, but all right, well, I gotta make the call now. If I'm gonna sign off or go buck up some walnut wood, if you put it in the comments, I could know. I'm having a hard time loading the comments here. I say we do it. I say I'm gonna let this damn thing run for a while today, and I'm gonna finish out this tank of gas. Let me see how much gas I got in my SAR here now. Okay. Let me check this out. The wind is blowing. My camera fell over twice on me already today, so I don't want it to fall over again. I do need a little gas in my saw. We'll cut a tank of gas and get some of that walnut reserved. Kind of all over the map there now. I mean, I could buck up cottonwood like I said I was going to do, but I want to get that walnut out of the road. There I go again, overfilling the damn thing. All right. These little tiny teeth on that chain, I mean, some of them are worse than others. You can kind of see it there, but they're getting pretty small. I mean, that one right there, that's pretty teensy for a MS462. See that? It's all the way down now. It's way back in there. So it's cutting through this piece of crap, no problem. So that's probably another thing. Let's take a buck or two off this damn piece of crap and keep the party rolling on. Woo! Some eye protection. Now there is some bugs in that piece of crap, but oh well. big ass piece of wood. Alright, I got my eye protection. Nice. Nice. Hello? Now? Alright. a bunch of leaves and crap. Timber. Woo, sweet. I don't know if you heard that noise now. I did get off my groove a little bit here. I could feel that happening. I got off my groove quite a bit there. Oh well, it doesn't matter, it broke. So, I gotta split this piece of crap up now. Let's get to splitting it here. I'm gonna use the axe and then maybe we can take another slice off of that puppy. I think using the axe is more fun than watching me buck a bunch of walnut twigs. All right now, baby. This is real man wood splitting here, around that freaking big. Here we go, let's bust it up a little bit. You think you could go right down the middle of that one? I don't think so. Ridiculous. Yeah, I don't even want to try. Son of a bitch is tough. Not right there. I'm going to move in closer. There is some rot in that wood. You can see that rotten piece right there. So it's a little rotten. Here we go. Check that out. All right. There's a nice view up my nose is what I was showing you. That was terrible. All right, don't do that again. Okay. Oh shit. That keeps happening. windy out here today, boys and girls. Okay. Now, I mentioned this before. Say what you will about my fiberglass handle axe, I don't really give a crap. This is just what I carry with me. It's a tool to get the job done. When I need an axe, I go to the hardware store and I buy one, which is typically online these days. I would love to have a $500 handmade axe, but it's a lot of money for a damn axe to split some wood. Anyways, I've mentioned this in my previous videos. I split wood with my right, I'm right-handed, and I put my right hand on the bottom of the axe, and I really get a full roundhouse, and I don't know what you want to call it, rocking the sock or whatever, but I feel like I got a lot of power like that when I'm going with my right hand and flinging this thing around. My left hand is just to kind of guide it and add a little more power to it. Everybody else does it the other way. When they're right-handed, they swing it with their left hand on the bottom and they use their right hand. But I honestly feel like you lose leverage that way. Think about it. If your right hand is up here and that's all your power, you're right-handed, that's your strong hand. If you're up here with it, you're losing leverage. All your leverages are, you know what I mean? Like you're coming from here. If you can swing that thing from here, if you choke up on it, think about it. If you choked up on it, you can't get any power. The power comes from down in here and letting the axe swing and do the work. So with my strong hand on the bottom, I feel much more powerful that way. And you can bring this thing around and use the left hand to just kind of guide it. If your right hand's up here on the top, then you're pushing with this up here and sliding down. I don't know, I mean, you can say what you will, that's how I swing a damn axe, and I'm never gonna change. If you wanna laugh your ass off, I can try to do it the other way, and I'm just like some type of sissy boy or some soy boy trying to swing an axe. I can't hardly do it. I mean, I can try to do it once if you wanna laugh and switch and go switch hit for me, and put my left hand on the bottom. I don't like it. It doesn't even make sense to me. I get a lot more power with swinging, coming around like this, you know, and a lot of people, they have such a hard time. It's like a golf swing. If you take a real short backswing and just take a little poke at the ball, it's pretty easy. When you start winding up on it and you're way back in here and you really wallop it hard, you lose a lot of control. So like if you're swinging an axe and you just stand, if you just want to stand like this and raise it straight up and let it fall and let it fall back down, you know, that's one thing. You can do that. Excuse me. You can do that, but I get a lot more power coming from a roundhouse and really walloping on it. So just for what it's worth, that's what I do. I mean, some people totally probably disagree with me or whatever. That's just the way I've always swung an axe. I mean, I think I picked it up when I was a kid and started that way and never changed, and I don't have any plans on changing. I mean, you could tell me whatever you want to, but I feel like a damn idiot when I switch with my left hand. So let me try to do it. I'll try to swing again with my left hand on the bottom like you're supposed to do. And I probably won't even be able to split this wood. Might hit myself in the foot or something. You never know. We'll see. Here we go. Let me try it. It just doesn't even feel right. And then you would line up with your left foot going towards the wood instead of your right, your strong side. Like this is my right side, my strong side. I just feel so coordinated like this. When you switch and you're coming at it from your left side, your weak side, it's ridiculous. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. And there's a big knot here or something. That's not going to split there anyways, but I can try it right here a little bit. Now, I mean, I can swing it. I guess I'm a little bit better at it when you think about it, when you realize you're using your right hand to guide it, but still doesn't feel as strong to me as swinging from here. So I was just trying to split that. Watch it the other way. And this. Oh, there's a knot right there. Whew. Whew. I got no idea what the battery situation is on my phone. I can't see it while I'm streaming. Whew. So there's one more slice on that piece of wood, and there's going to be a cookie on the back side. It's got about 4 inches extra, but whatever. It's just a piece of crap cottonwood. I got all kinds of boiler wood that's sitting around here. If I gather it all up and put it somewhere, I could probably sell it for 50 bucks or something. Ugh. Piece of crap's got some swirlies in it. All right, I'm gonna take one more buck off that piece of crap. Let me go look in the mirror on my truck. I got a piece of wood in my eye from that axe. 1 second. All right. I'm gonna try to roll this thing. It's on a big pile of leaves. I know it's kind of hard to tell online probably, but there's leaves all on the left side, and when I'm coming down with my saw, I can't get down to the bottom of the wood very easy. Let me see if I can roll it a little bit. Well, I don't know if I can. Oh. Yeah. All right, that's a big piece of wood. I can move it, but I can't get up that high. Gosh. Well, never mind. No way I'm stopping right now to sharpen that damn saw. Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of rot in that wood. Shit. Nice water. A little waterfall. I bet that's some stinky crap. That didn't really go how I wanted it to. I wanted that piece to stay standing up so I could noodle it and not have to use the axe. It fell over on me now. Man, even that's freaking heavy. Oh. Okay. Gosh. Man, that's heavy. All right, I'm about sick of making wood out of this piece of crap. All right. I've had about enough now. I'm gonna mess around with these for a little bit while longer, maybe break them up a little bit more, and that's gonna be about it for today. It's been a pretty long stream. So thanks for all the likes and the super chats and stopping by. I'm gonna get on with it. Hootski doot.